Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Marvel Midnight Suns, the All Killer, No Filler edition. I'm your superhero, Woody Logan, and we're running off to stop a Hydra helicopter. Let's go check it out. So right now we know that the required heroes are Hunter and Captain Marvel. We know we're getting a coil and a cash out of this. We should have a third. Yep. Or so Ghost Rider. They're going to want us to bring Ghost Rider, which is cool. You guys will see a new character, new hero as our third. So let's bring them. I think I want to. Let's just. I've been making sure that I jump in here and do this. He has a couple other outfits available to him. All I'm going to do is go in here and just turn on the change outfits daily. So it's a kind of a randomizer. And we have no combat items to bring because we have not unlocked the bench yet. You do get them as rewards sometimes, but here we go. Let's jump into it. The slow-mo hero walk up. It's pretty fun. We're still doing this with Magic, which we did unlock Magic as a playable character. You might have seen her on the screen as an option in the character select screen. We didn't have to bring Ghost Rider, but I figured why not? That way we can talk about combat bonuses and go over that. I know I touched on it last time, but here we go. All right, so this is one of the mission types that they have, which is whether it's a helicopter or a truck or whatever it might be, but it is an object that we have to do damage to. And so we have to disable it so it just becomes a non-damage dealing entity that we have to remove off the map. So we'll see. Yep. There. And then we also get introduced to this concept in this episode where bonus mission cards. So when certain enemies will grant powerful cards when they're KO'd, so you can highlight them and it will tell you. So he's got fast, remember? So hold on. So let's look. So we could delay the helicopter by one turn. And this is, if the target is an object, apply infinite vulnerable. So it's vulnerable for the entirety of the mission. You can see it's got 84 hit points, so that wouldn't be a bad one to grab. Right away, first things first, what I typically like to do on the first turn is to, and I'm sorry I'm talking over the caretaker, but you don't care about her anyway, because this is no filler, baby. So I don't need a heal right away. I don't need a heal in my pocket, so I'm gonna get rid of that. That's cool, and I'm gonna get rid of this heal as well. So we have his. So you can see that the number on the card is 2, and that's because it's normally 3. But because he has fast, it gets reduced by 1. And a future hero that will be introduced to kind of specializes in fast. So we'll get there. Hellmouth, which is an interesting card, it creates a drop, so it creates a hole in the middle of the battlefield that has a chance that you can increase chance to knock people into it. The more damage you put on an enemy, the higher the likelihood that they're going to get dropped into it. So the other thing that you need to know about Ghost Rider is his mechanics are interesting. They are a bit of a health pool. His health pool becomes a resource for him. You consider it to be like a mana pool. It's a cost for playing the ability. And there's a trade-off on it that we'll get to with his other cards. But this offers forceful knockback in any direction, so no damage to the enemy, just forceful knockback, and he takes 17 damage. So it doubles the distance and the impact damage of if you run them into something. So you can see how that kind of pairs nicely with something like Hellmouth, where you can create a drop and then create the opportunity to drop some of these guys off the map. I do have a quick here with no knockback or anything. And we have this large gentleman over here. What I'm wondering is 51 damage. I mean, I think what I'm going to do is try to get 2. I'm going to try to get 2 heroic points so I can hell ride on as many people as possible, and that will make sense to you here momentarily when you see it. So I think what I'm going to do here, see how these guys are kind of, see this guy and this guy are kind of lined up right now. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant this guy. The big guy and this guy are. I wonder, I can't get him over there. I wonder, can I can kill him, and that puts him... I was trying to get all three of these guys kind of in a line. So let's do this. And I think I might have set myself up without even having to use the move. Let's see. No, I am going to have to use the move, which is fine. I'll move him over here. And then let's check out Hellride right here.
Your suffering begins.
And this is his ultimate ability. Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
That guy wins to be with Zero Persona.
And the bad news is that I forgot about the part that when you do that, it discards the rest of your hand. But that's okay. We do have a couple. We can do the weak point, which is going to be a good card to play. The other thing I want to mention is if you see on Ghost Rider's below his health bar there on the bottom left that he has a soul counter. When he gets to 4 souls, he gets an increased health pool, as well as a card mechanic that we'll see probably on the next turn that I'll show you. So I'm just going to keep on feeding Ghost Rider here. Let's let him eat. And that's going to create vulnerable status on that. So that's going to take a bunch more damage. And we still have 4 turns remaining. And we have the delay helicopter in our hand. So if we need a 5th turn, we can use that. All right, more reinforcements coming in. Looks like a bunch. Look at all these small boys. They don't even know. And this is what I was talking about. So let's show you what this looks like. So again, he has fast on right now still, which you can see by if you kind of select them. But it says their heroic cards cost 1 less heroism to use for 1 more turn. So this drained soul is typically a 1 heroic cost, and I don't have heroism. That would have been a problem. But because he has fast, it's 0. It does 8 damage. It's a chain 2, which means that as long as we select two heroes or 2 enemies that are within the circle of the first one, select the second one in a proximity to the first one, then we get to affect 2. And it also gives all the drain soul cards that he gets moving forward plus 1 chain, so it becomes a chain 3. And it increases its heroism cost. So double-edged sword there, but it also is lifesteal. So let's do this, and I will show you what that looks like. So we can do this and this. And this will satisfy his soul counter too. So heal 16, and there we go. So when Ghost Rider KOs a number of enemies, he fills the souls meter. He will draw a copy of Drained Soul, so I get that back. And then you can, with the friendship that gets developed outside of the combat, which is the part that we're skipping, that's the filler, it improves that passive. So you can see he's almost back up to full health again, and he's doing his thing. And now he has another one. I can chain 3. So what if we come over here and do this, which I know I can't taunt a helicopter, but I wanted to do some damage and get her some shield and get 1 heroism. And now we can do bop, bop, bop. Check this out. Everyone's dead, and he healed himself, overhealed, but amazing. I think I'm gonna redraw Whip. I know that I can't play any more cards right now, but I think I'm just gonna, and then I think I'm gonna also redraw Lash. Okay, I'm all right with all of this. So, and I'm not even going to use my move right now. So they're going to probably warn me that the helicopter's going to take off soon. But we can kind of ignore those guys at this point.
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today.
I know.
Stop
I
that,
know.
Chopper.
We're
Please.
going to. We're going to. We're going to.
Hydra embraces what you reject, Hunter. The mother's blood empowers
This guy is just
elevates
so...
us. Hydra marches willingly into her brave new world.
You are a bigger
So
fool
ridiculous.
Than I imagined, Faustus.
Okay.
My mother's blood will lead you straight to
So we got 2 more turns remaining.
Me deeply to hear you say such things. When both your mother
Let's redraw Photon Beam. I love a quick slash. That's perfect. I think I'm not going to be able to get them both. They're too far apart. So my debate was, do I even bother? I think I might not bother with these guys. I think I'm just going to focus on this. I'm going to do this. And the reason why, again, it gives her more block. It also is going to let her to go binary. That was the 3rd card. Gives her 37 more block. And then that's going to make her Fist of Radiance do 42 damage. And it's vulnerable. It is immune to knockback. I don't even care about that. And there is the helicopter stop. And now we get to find out whether... Yeah, so it does tell you that you have to finish off the remaining
Now let's get everything
enemies.
back to the Abbey for analysis.
Such arrogance.
I know.
Our brave soldiers will never allow you.
This guy.
Oh, shut up already. Take them
Yeah.
down.
I don't know that I have... Oh, I do. I can take out one of these guys. Let's get Hunter in the mix. Oh, yes, I can. I can barely reach it, but I can. So we have 1 guy on the board. We might only get 2 stars on this, because if I min-max this better, I probably could have done this in a turn. I could have killed these 2 guys and been in a better spot, but...
You're not serious.
Let's use our new ability, huh?
Our loyal soldiers are the punching bags you've come to
And you're done.
Are they?
This
Somehow
guy
this human-
pontificating.
These mere mortals.
This
dare
really
to
is this game.
stand
While he's
against
talking, I was going to say this
ye
game really is a
fearsome
love
gods.
letter. I feel like to comic book fans or anyone who appreciates
done.
the universe,
That's the last
the heroes, the villains, the kind of hamminess of it, but also it's done in such a slick interface. Again, I'll say it one more time,
Well, at least we
at
don't
least
have
in
to
this
listen to you
episode,
any
criminally
longer
underrated
today.
as far as a
Consider that
strategy
alone a
game
victory.
and a love letter to Marvel. Skipping the story. Victory. Am I going to get 2? Yep. See, could have called that. I should have really. Yep. And we can do this. So we are gonna change the difficulty, which is going to increase the challenge and the rewards. So we get more gloss, which gloss is for customization stuff. A little more hero XP. Enemies have more health and they do more damage. So you can see there are a number of different difficulties. There's 3 heroics and 3 ultimates. So let's jump over. Did I do it? Yeah, I'm in the correct one. All right. We're gonna hit next, and then I will see you guys at the forge. It's forge time, baby. Here we are. Let's get into our spoils. If you remember, last episode we did the War Games research, so now we have our foundry. Which is awesome. I guess we have these, but that we are going to be able to do eventually, but we need to have our research level up to 4. So, I think before I select that, hold on. Yep, Abbey upgrades. Yep. I wanted to. I couldn't remember if we had an artifact from that one, but we did not. We only had a gamma coil. So I guess I will go ahead and. Oh, I have to buy. I forgot. I gotta buy the. So you do have to have the credits.
Some decent tech down here.
So now we can build cards, which I probably won't show you guys when I'm building cards. We'll just talk about which ones I made.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing
Let's
going?
see what we got in our gamma coil. What abilities did we get? And if you remember, the Forge also gives us 1 additional card ability, which is the reason why I like to prioritize it first. It's not a huge deal, but Dark Heal. So, this introduces dark and light abilities. You also get dark and light conversation choices, which again, you guys aren't going to see this because those are not killer; those are filler. But they do offer the ability to unlock additional outfits, things like that. So playing more light or dark abilities, like it says in combat, will push the overall balance towards that alignment. So I'm not 100% sure, but I've done a light playthrough, I've done a dark playthrough. So what I'm considering now is to do a power / balance playthrough where I'm going to be using a balance of both sides. So this is a very powerful card. It restores an ally to full health, so no matter how much damage they've taken. It also cures them of any negative conditions, but then similar to Ghost Rider, I take 17 damage. That's the payoff, and it doesn't add anything. So it's a skill ability that doesn't give you anything else. Let's see what else we have. See, this is a great card for her, quick and taunt. So you can use it as a quick card, or if you're going to kill the target, then you get that card back. But if you just want to keep somebody off of somebody else, then you can use it as a taunt. So that's probably the one I'm going to take. Yeah, that's the one I'm going to take. And I get 2 abilities. I forgot because the Foundry's been updated. I don't think I'm going to take the Dark Heal. I have enough heal stuff already. The slash.
I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed.
This is such a powerful card. I think I'm naturally going to be taking that. So I think I'm going to take this. I think I'm naturally going to have the slash upgrade because I'm not going to carry both those. In fact, I don't think I'm carrying both of those now. So let's go check out the forge, and I'll see you guys there. Not the forge, the yard. See you at the yard. It's yard time. Here we go. Let's see what we have. We will have our daily sparring. Let's just see what the options are here, because the other side of the sparring is that, well, we'll get into that. Sorry, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So let's look at upgrades as well. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. Sorry, I wanted to see how much it's going to cost me. It's going to cost me 17, so I have roughly 49 for upgrading abilities. Back again. And other things. So I don't think I'm going to have, I do have enough. 40 heroic. See, and this just takes the damage from 51 to 59. So, I mean, it's relatively speaking, not a huge increase, but remember, we just bumped up the difficulty and everyone has 25% more HP. All the enemies do. I want to see what the upgrade is for slash. Gives me forceful knockback. If you're gonna carry it, if you're gonna carry, what, you know, can I? Let me show my hero. Yeah, if you're gonna carry one of them, I guess the only time that I would want to carry it is if it had forceful knockback. So let's go ahead and upgrade that. I'm fine with that. And then I don't believe. Oh, I do still have enough. I mean, we may as well do it, I guess. We have the essence to do it. Let's do it. I don't want to get too much into the meta game. All right. I'll see you guys at the mirror table. Right, then. All right. Game made a liar out of me. I forgot that we unlocked this here too. I knew we had gotten something else, but it was an intel cache. And how those work is this is Captain Marvel's world. It's another little area by the mirror table that we unlock, where we can decrypt the intel caches, and what that reveals are essentially like side missions that you don't have to go do, and I'll let it play out, but because I'm sure we'll get a couple more little prompts for the tutorial.
This stuff is actionable. Let's shut it down.
So the Not So Good Doctor is the name of this one.
Now that we've decrypted the intel,
so hero ops are powerful hero-specific rewards. So heroes assigned to an op will be unavailable for combat missions until the following day when the op completes. So they're all, you can see it says 1 day to complete, and this one's specific to her. She wants to go do it. In the future, you'll see that we have the option of choosing who we're going to send. and depending on what the conditions are for the mission. Sometimes it's send a midnight sun, send a specific or a some other attribute like
If I had
a.
time, I'd take care of
We'll
these
get into
myself.
it,
But
but
I have
you'll
been
see the
accused of
options. But
hogging the
there'll be
ball
options of
before.
who to send in the future that we'll have to make those decisions. So I will likely keep this in here. And then most importantly for this area, in the top right-hand corner, you can see that there is an intel currency, and we have 12 right now, and this mission costs us 9. So there is something to be said about that as well. So we'll go ahead and do this. We'll hit start on the hero op,
I think I
which
can handle
means
that.
that she's not going to be available for the next mission, which is going to be, yep, I know, which is going to be, I keep on saying that. All right, so unlike story missions, general missions, they don't call them side missions. General missions are led by heroes other than the hunter, but the hunter can still be brought on the missions, but they're not required. General missions can be pursued at any time. A new story mission has also been added to the mirror table. This mission can be pursued at any time to advance the story, which is interesting because many times we'll see it. You'll be required to do a side mission before you can do, or a number of side missions before you can advance the story. So I will probably do one of these side missions, general missions, as an option before we go on to the Spider-Mans as the next one, because I think I'd like to get a little more general gameplay. And maybe we'll talk about the mission types. Defeat enemies, pretty straightforward. Maybe we'll do this Operation Assault one, and you can see the icon. That means that hero has to be brought. So that's Blade's icon. So we would have to bring Blade with us, just like we would have to bring Iron Man with us on this one. This would give us an artifact, which would increase our research level, and a gamma coil, which you typically always get gamma coils. But I again, maybe we want to do the Operations Assault as just a different type of mission. So we'll catch that one in the next episode. This has been episode 3 of our all killer, no filler Marvel Midnight Suns journey, and I appreciate you going on it with me. I've been your superhero Witty Login. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves.